Thank you for joining us for this quick update on the States Championship swimming meets for 2026. We'll be headed to San Antonio here in just a couple of days. Thank you to all of those who competed in the regional meets. Again, this year we'll be at the Josh Davis Pool in San Antonio. We need to say a quick shout of thanks out to NEISD, Northeast ISD, for hosting this year's meets, just like they did our regional. Our swim championships again on Monday, the 9th, we'll have Division III. On Tuesday, the 10th, Division II, and we'll conclude with our Division I championships on Wednesday, February the 11th. Your entries have already been moved forward, so just a real quick review of entries. The top 3 from each region automatically qualified with the next 7 best attempts as long as they were under the qualifying times. Those students shown on the psych sheets as alternates are alternates. In the event a student ranked above them withdraws from the meet, there will be no call-ups after Thursday of this week, so don't have them come down just on the idea that somebody doesn't show the day of. There will be no call-ups on the day of the meet. Entries will automatically be transferred to the state database from the regional files, so names, if they were misspelled there, are probably going to be misspelled again. You might want to give it a check. Call-ups will be made if we can, if we're notified of a scratch. And again, there will be no substitutions or call-ups on the day of the state meet. Relays, please make sure you go to the TAPS website. A relay form is posted. Please fill out these forms by February the 3rd. We're going to extend it one day, February the 3rd, 2026 by 5 p.m. You need to fill this out with the names of the relays and your 4 alternates. 8 individuals, 4 swimmers, and 4 alternates may be designated as part of the relay. Please include them on your relay entries if they are relay-only swimmers. You may not swim a swimmer who is not part of the swim database. U.S. Swim ID numbers should have transferred over from the regional meets. Again, if you had this correct at the regional meet, it will transfer to the state meet. Last date to scratch from an individual event without penalty will be February 3rd. That's 5 o'clock tomorrow, February 3rd. And as a reminder, scratches after that may include withdrawal from the meet after the point of withdrawal. Declared false starts. Drops in individual events must be made prior to the deadline in order for a student to be eligible at the state meet. A swimmer must swim every event for which they qualify, except when an illness or injury forces a competitor to withdraw. Obviously, if it was an illness or an injury and you're withdrawing them, then at that point they would no longer be in the meet. So declared false start. If injury or illness is confirmed, a DFS form should be filled out and given to the meet referee. Failure to compete for any reason other than injury or illness shall disqualify the competitor from any further competition in that meet. A competitor may be reinstated by the referee in a later event after the illness or injury if a physician or the referee verifies recuperation from the occurring event. Parking, just make sure when you drop off in the front of the Josh Davis Natatorium, you're going to drop your kids off and then you're going to go around back behind Josh Davis away from the Comalander Stadium and park in front of the soccer fields. We're going to ask you, like we do each year, do not park on the curb by the football or baseball stadium. Those spaces may get you towed. Parking spaces are reserved up front for spectators, so please put your buses and larger vans behind back at the soccer parking lot. Facility rules are in place. We appreciate NEISD for hosting us. No outside food or drink and clear bag policy are in effect for all fans. Please tell your moms ahead of time and dads that it is clear bag and no outside food or drinks. There's nothing worse than watching somebody buy a Starbucks a block and a half away and having to pour that coffee out before they come in. It does not make happy people. Fans are allowed in the lobby and upstairs only. Fans are not allowed on deck, and fans and coaches are never, especially with Senate Bill 8, fans and coaches are never allowed in the athletic locker rooms. Restrooms are located upstairs in the natatorium. Bathrooms are not available until the gates open for spectators. There will be a concession stand located on the first floor. There is the coach's restroom on the right-hand side in the coach's office. However, if you can't use that one, you'll have to go upstairs with the spectators. Facility entry, we're going to keep doing the same thing we've done. Coaches will report to the coaches meeting area. Swimmers and team members will go upstairs if the NEISD swimmers have not vacated the Josh Davis natatorium. If the swimmers are out of Josh Davis, then our swimmers may then move on to the deck. Coolers must remain downstairs while you're waiting to get on deck. Teams will be released to the deck as soon as the coaches meeting is concluded or as NEISD allows. Please do not bring bulk food or drink upstairs. It just creates a problem when we drop a cooler or drop a bag of goldfish. Facility entry. Spectators, please tell your mom and dads 9 a.m. They may be bringing your students there earlier than that, but spectators are not going to be in until 9 a.m. They may not enter with the team or individual swimmers, and again, if they can't come in, the bathrooms are not available either. The basic timeline of the meet is as follows. 7:45, doors will open for coaches and teams. Coaches, you've got between 7:45 and 8:15 to get checked in and get to the coaches meeting. There will be the officials meeting in the classroom at 8:15. Officials will then meet in there at 9 o'clock. Doors open to spectators at 9 a.m. Warm-ups will begin at 9 a.m. Remember, all teams will get time in the competition pool. You may be in the Walker pool to start and move to the competition, or in the competition and move to Walker. All timers will report at 9:30. Make sure you're going to get a card that tells you what session and how many timers you're needed, so please make sure all timers do report to the weight room. If your timers don't report, then you as a coach forfeit your opportunity to sit on the side. You'll have a stopwatch in your hand, so all timers report when they're supposed to report. Competition pool, sprint lanes 2 and 7 will be open, 1 and 8 in push base. We will try to make sure that we have the backstroke ledges on at least one lane for you to practice in the competition pool. We'll clear the pool at 10. We'll do the national anthem and the invocation at 10:10. At 10:15, we will have the first start of the day. On deck seating will be, it's limited. Team areas will be assigned by TAPS. Please limit to team members and managers. If you have a larger team and you're bringing students that didn't qualify, they may have to go upstairs. They may get in free with you, but if deck space is limited, you may be asked to send those that are not swimming upstairs. So be aware of that. Deck access, again, will be limited by wristband to team personnel. Remind your parents and friends they are not allowed on deck. And do us a favor, please remind mom and dad to not toss stuff over the railing to the swimmers down below. Sometimes it finds somebody that they didn't intend instead of where it was actually aimed. Food is allowed on deck with a limit of 2 coolers per school. Please clean up your area. It's assigned seating, so again, we'll know if you left a mess, and probably not going to be in your best interest to do so. The warm-up schedule will be posted. All teams will have time to warm up in the Davis pool. Schedules will be posted on the TAPS website, www.taps.biz. Click on athletics, click on swimming, and then over on the right-hand side, you'll find those information packets. Timers, again, each school that has a team will be required to have timers. We need 2 in each lane. A timer schedule is posted. You are responsible for getting the volunteers prior to the meet. Timers will be given a wristband and must have this on when they enter the deck. Failure to provide the required assigned timers will result in sanctions being issued. And again, coaches, if we need your timers and you don't have them, you may take the place of that timer. Timers should leave the deck when their session is completed. Session 1, Session 2, after the 50, we do make that change. We ask that the Session 2 timers come on deck during that change so that we can start immediately. Remind your parents that even though they're volunteering to be a timer, we do need to have them buy that ticket and purchase it when they come in the facility. Results will be posted in the natatorium. There will also be unofficial results available on Meet Mobile at the end of the meet. They will be posted on the TAPS website. Awards, just as a reminder for those, we do not do ribbons throughout, so please make sure that your athletes are properly dressed to receive their awards. Pool jackets, t-shirts are required. Make sure they're appropriate when they get up on the podium. The regional swimmers of the meet will be recognized after the 200 medley relay. This may interfere a little bit with their warm-up or cool-down. Please make sure they're back there so that we can have that 5-minute break and recognize them for what they did this past week. Team awards will be given for 1st through 3rd place this year on both the boys and girls divisions. Medals will be given for 1st through 3rd place in both the girls and boys divisions for each event, including relays. A schedule for the award presentation times is located in the state meet invite. Again, here's kind of a recap. We take a break after the 200 medley relay. We'll also do awards presentations after the 50, after the 500, after the men's 100 breaststroke, and we do all relays at the conclusion along with the competitor of the meet, the Bruce Rollins Award winners, and team awards. Please make sure your athletes, again, are properly dressed. Again, pool jackets or T-shirts, please have them ready to receive the awards and get their picture taken on the podiums. Health and Safety, Children's Health Andrews Institute, our health and safety partners, they will be there with athletic trainers to take care of our athletes both on deck prior to and post-meet. As a reminder, coaches are responsible for informing the meet referee before the meet of any disabilities or health issues a swimmer may have. Please don't wait until swim time to show up with K-tape or anything else that must be approved by the meet referee. Uniforms and swimsuits must be in accordance with the NFHS rules on legal swimsuit attire. Swimmer suits must be of decent attire, covering the buttocks and breast. They may not be see-through. Same thing as region. Nothing's changed. Swimsuits cannot display any club symbol or name. Swim caps cannot do the same. So swimsuits may be one piece and may not have a tie or zipper on the back. Uniform caps. Again, we don't want anybody disqualified because they wore the wrong cap. Caps may not display a club logo, symbol, or name. School names and logos are permitted. If a swimmer does not have a legal cap, he or she may flip it inside out so that markings are not visible, and that will comply with the rule. Photography, videography. TAPS will provide a professional photographer or videographer on site during the state meets. No photography or videography is allowed on deck at all. That includes cell phones, cameras, etc. No flash photography from anywhere is allowed during the meet. So again, on the pool deck, no videography, no taking pictures, no taking videos, no TikToks, no YouTubes, no anything, whether it be a swimmer, whether it be a coach, or whether it be a manager. Our pictures will be available on the TAPS SmugMug account. All images are free for download. If your yearbook or staff or anybody wants to use those, give us a week or so to get them up. But tapssmugmug.com is where those pictures will be located. Auxiliary sound systems are not allowed on deck or in the stands, so please leave your speakers, your speaker backpacks, your little baby speaker, whatever it is that you plan on bringing in, we don't want it. So no auxiliary sound systems in the Josh Davis facility. No pets at any time in TAPS facilities, nothing new here. TAPS Memorabilia, Team IP will once again be our memorabilia partner. They were on site at all of the regional meets, and they will be here for all 3 meets. Team IP, TAPS Memorabilia sponsor. We look forward to seeing you at San Antonio with the TAPS State Swim Championships. 3 days next week of fun and glory. We look forward to having everybody arrive safely. Thank you for everybody that made the trips for the regional meets. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at info at tapps.biz, info@taps.biz. Our phone number 254-947-9268. We look forward to an exciting week of swim championships. We'll see you in San Antonio.